Mon Show. This is the Big O 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 Show. This is
When presenting an award to an employee, athlete, executive, or fantasy GM, make sure you call Orvieto's Awards and More. For 35 years, these custom award specialists have been providing plaques, trophies, custom framing, while providing state-of-the-art laser and computerized engraving, UV printing, and glass crystal etching. They do all their engraving and printing in-house for quality control. Call Charles at 305-949-8098 or visit them at orvietosawards.com. Orvieto's Awards and More, where recognition is rewarding.
There's just one place to celebrate our happy new model year. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Plus last chance savings on a 2024 RDX. $379 a month at Acura of Pembroke Pines.
For over 16 years, EJDconstruction.com has provided South Florida residents quality craftsmanship, accurate project management, and exceptional service. That's why EJDconstruction.com is an A-rated member of Angie's List and the Better Business Bureau. When you're looking for the right custom home builder for additions or home remodeling, please call my friend Eric at 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Miles an hour, that's a Category 4 hurricane. 3 deaths are reported in Florida after more than 24 were killed in the Caribbean. This
think I know what this is. Houston, we have a package. Hello?
No matter where you are, the Sloman Shield home security system guards your home. With next-gen perimeter protection, 24/7 monitoring, and interior motion sensing. And right now, Get a free Sloman Shield security system and doorbell camera, all professionally installed, for free.
Shield your world, the Sloman Shield.
After 40 years, the Big Cheese Miami is still producing great Italian food. They started in 1984. Since then, they've been winning awards while being voted the best inexpensive Italian restaurant in Miami. Visit them for great food, amazing service. Witness the decades of Cane's memories. The walls are like a Miami Hurricanes Hall of Fame. The Big Cheese delivers anything on its menu or party platter menu to your home, office, or even a park for a picnic. Located at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue, Miami. Call 305-662-6855. TheBigCheeseMiami.com, where they serve large portions at family prices. Welton Rayom has more than 62 years of litigation experience handling insurance disputes. They're committed to resolving even the toughest insurance claims quickly. Call them for a free consultation. 954-966-4646. At Welton Rayom, they don't get paid unless you win. Property damage claims to your home, business, or condo as a result of a hurricane. Welton Rayom can help. Water, mold, fire, smoke damage, Welton Rayom can help. Call 954-966-4646.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
The lost city of Atlantis reveals its secrets at Toyota of Hollywood. Get legendary deals on over 2,000 Toyotas, like a 2024 Corolla, not $24,000, $20,988. Unlock the wonders of 0% financing for 5 full years, 0 down. Rediscover Atlantis at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors and Custom Drywall can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray or Mike, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors and Custom Drywall, 305-345-3649. Or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
The viewpoint statements or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyXS.com, Media Group Inc. ownership, management, sponsors, or website. When it comes to South Florida sports teams, very few in the media have witnessed, lived, and covered it like the Big O. Let's start the program dedicated to your favorite South Florida teams with a passion that's unmatched. The Big O Radio Show is on. Here's the Big O.
All righty. Welcome aboard. Yes, sir. Coming to you live from the River Pub. Yeah. Love it. Love it. We are still here in Niagara. We leave this afternoon. So we'll go see the falls. He's never seen the falls. So we are going to go see the falls. By the way, I don't have to go over the falls in a barrel anymore, Sean. You were looking forward to pushing my ass off the damn falls.
I 100% was.
So there you go.
Goddamn bass.
Yeah. Damn Dolphins. Could have ended me right there. But now they'll keep me around. So, it is what it is. Hope you all are doing well out there. You're hanging in there. I saw Brian Radcase goes, he says, good morning, Big O and Sean from Peacemo Beach, California. See you in LA soon. Damn, Dolphins destroyed another season. I'll be in LA rooting hard, just like I have for 52 years. Don't know why I do it, but I do. Yeah, we all do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? What are we going to do, man? What are we going to do? You know? So I got one football team. I got one wife. I got one career. You know, I've had the same career for 34 years. Obviously, I love doing what I do because, you know, I wanted to continue out of radio doing this. And I didn't want to do it under their rules. And we make it happen all the time. So, you know, I'm kind of like you know, I'm a guy that likes to, you know, stay on the course. And we went through hell with the Canes for a couple decades, and maybe we're coming out now and starting to see the light with Mario now, right? You know, that's how it goes. We had a couple of decades with the Panthers, not really, actually, really forever, because we had the fluke appearance, but it wasn't really like you were building on anything. It was a fluke. And so we've waited for 30 years plus for the Panthers to be what they are right now, you know? And we've been waiting a long time because really the Dolphins haven't played like meaningful football since the early 90s. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? In the 2000s, the Jason Taylor and Zach Thomas teams and all, they never played a meaningful game in their lives. You know, they were playoff participants, but they were never contenders or anything like that. They never really had any hope for any kind of championship. That's, you know, those of us that have lived it, like Brian, you're almost old enough. You're 52, so you've been rooting for 52. So no, you're older. You're my age or older. So you've lived the good years. Okay? Unless you're 52, then you just missed out on the really dominant years that I saw when I was a child. But we do it because that's what fans do. We pick our team, and it's the Marlins. I left my Phillies because that's what I was when I was a kid, because I didn't have a baseball team in South Florida. I didn't grow up with a basketball, a hockey, or a baseball team. So I inherited the Sixers, I inherited the Flyers, and I inherited the Phillies. And as we got our South Florida teams, I dropped them. I'm not going back to them. You know what I'm saying? And the Marlins are an absolute total joke. What am I going to do? I'm not abandoning them. You know what I mean? I'm not believing in the way they do business, but that's why we do things. That's why we are what we are as fans, because we're real fans. And that's why we're here. And that's why, you know, 2 nights ago, we had a whole bunch of Dolphin fans here. Yesterday afternoon, we had a whole bunch of Dolphin fans here. Next Saturday, we're going to be with a whole bunch of fans at the Smudge Pot. And then we'll be at Sharky's on Sunday. You know, so we're going to have we're going anyway, you know, and we'll be there. And by the way, what did I just tell you about this morning? This is who I am now. Well, what did I say? What was I doing with my money? What did I tell you about the game? Rams opened up -2. I'm betting Dolphins. That's why we do what we do. I know they suck. I know they're 2-6. I know the season's over, but I've also watched them run the ball for 4 weeks. I've also watched them play the most responsible game under Mike McDaniel he has ever played in his life yesterday. The defense sucked, but you're not facing the offense that you face this week, next week. You're not facing the defense you face this week, next week. I like the Dolphins +2. I do. Brian Radke, this is why we do what we do. You know what I'm saying? I told you the season was over already a couple of weeks ago, but what did I tell you in pregame yesterday? I still gave you the right hopium. I told you if they want to win, they got to run the hell out of the ball, use Jonnu Smith, use more Jalen Wright, but they still didn't do enough of that. But overall, he did it. And Tua played a clean game overall. He wasn't running for his life. Why? Because you had them on their heels. And, if it wasn't for the defense, I know they're injury riddled and all that kind of stuff, but you got to make a stop, dude. You got to find a way. Can I say something that will piss people off or frustrate you, but it's kind of a fact? Like when I tell you game on the line, throw it in the end zone. Who do you want, Oronde Gadsden or Tyreek Hill? Like no brainer, right? Okay. So let me ask you something, Sean. Grab that mic there. I'm just going to throw something out to you right now. Okay? Weaver's got a lot of injuries, doesn't he?
Yes.
Did Josh Boyer have a lot of injuries?
Yeah.
Didn't he find ways to attack and blitz? And he did some crazy shit at times, but he created stuff, made it happen a little bit. Believe it or not. And Flo did too at times. I'm just saying. A lot of those times, even with Josh Boyer, we talked about it. The offense was screwing shit up because of the coach wasn't coaching like yesterday. It's like it took him 2.5 years to learn how to coach a game. It's amazing. I really loved what he did yesterday, I got to say. But think about that. And so with Weaver, I have to say, dude, you got to find a way to get a stop. You got to find a way. Surprise him, blitz him, hit him, do something, dude. So, Brian, we do what we do because that's who we are. And we love the team, and I love my Heat, love my Panthers, love my Canes, love Inter Miami, love the stupid Marlins. Hate the Marlins right now being what they're run by. Did I not buy a Marlins hat recently at Canes wear? Yeah. What am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? This is who I am. And you check the studio out every day. The only thing behind there are local flags, So that's who we are. And we got to stay with it through thick and thin, and we got to deal with the bullshit with all our teams. You know what I'm saying? And we got to just, like we talked with a lot of Dolphin fans, we just got to hope for one day that the right combination finally falls through the line from top to bottom, and you have your success, and you start having the kind of success that you all deserve. That's it. And now we live this season week by week, and it's not about the playoffs. And I'm not thinking about draft position because I'm not going to sit here and root against the Dolphins. So this is the season. What are we going to do? I'm already going to bet on the Dolphins +2 for this week. They're not going to give up on the season. I'm not giving up on the Dolphins. So it is what it is. We'll complain. We'll bitch. We'll point fingers. People will want changes. Lots of you will want changes. It's on the message boards every day. It's in my DMs. It's all over the place. It's on my timeline on Twitter, on Threads, on Blue Sky, on Instagram. I mean, it's all over the place. So I see it. I understand it completely. But it is what it is. What are we going to do? What can I tell you? We do have some stuff to talk about. Let's see. We are here at the River Pub. And by the way, Billy and Kelly, thank you. The husband and wife duo, amazing. And they got it all figured out, man. They got it all figured out. And that is pretty damn cool. And they are a lovely couple. And one's a Bills fan, one's a Dolphin fan. and the Bills fans that were here yesterday and the Dolphins, and everybody was cheering on for their teams and cheering on pretty passionately too. A lot of cussing was going on, but not like towards each other or anything like that, like cheering on like their team, like F yeah and get them and all that kind of stuff, and typical football stuff. So it was a really good vibe, overall here at the River Pub. And if you're coming to Niagara Falls ever with your family, your special person, all that stuff, and you're a Dolphin fan, you got to visit this place. Okay, take a picture next to the Merino jersey. It's just so cool. He's got a framed, Joe Robbie Stadium layout. Everything. It's just all kinds of Dolphin pictures. Sean yesterday did a whole video while we were talking, showing you, all kinds of Dolphin flags. It's pretty cool that, in the middle of New York, there's a Dolphins room in a bar. You know what I'm saying? And that is absolutely awesome. They bring down the big giant screen. They got more TVs everywhere with the games on. So it's cool. It's cool. It's a classic neighborhood pub, and then it's got like this Dolphins room in the back. It's pretty cool. It's just it kind of freaks you out. Like, all right, wow, that's awesome, and we get to feel at home. So if you're ever in the Niagara Falls area, you're literally right next to the border. I mean, like right there, like Merino can hit the border patrol from here. You know what I'm saying? Still at this age, Merino can do it. Okay. So please come on out, visit Billy and Kelly, and they do it. And the Dirty Bird next door. Is it the Dirty Bird? Did I get it right? Yeah, the Dirty Bird. The Dirty Bird next door is off the chain. You're just waiting for like pizza logs at lunch, aren't you? You're not doing pizza log again today? Okay, we're flying. Remember, folks, you can make a donation, Cash App or Venmo, and PayPal, but Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo, and you can make a Bitcoin or Ethereum donation also on the program. And the other option is PayPal. There you go, because some of the people that are out of the country haven't been able to make donations, and they have made donations through PayPal. So we appreciate that immensely. Love it. Love it. I've been using my Cash App card all over the place now. And now I look forward to rounding out everything to Bitcoin. It's so cool. It's a little money here, a little money there every day, but it adds up that by the end of the month, it's better than getting 2% back from something that you bought. Why? Because that's all you get. Whereas if you get like 80 cents back, like you buy some for $1.20 and 80 cents, it rounds out to $1, $2. So you get 80 cents into Bitcoin. That 80 cents is going to keep growing. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like a little way. So just a little tip for you guys. If you have a Cash App card, if you have Cash App account, you can order a Cash App card, and then you can buy your stuff through Cash App, and then turn on the roundups in Bitcoin, and it rounds it out in Bitcoin, and it puts it into your account. And then you can send it free to your cold storage wallet. So it's a beautiful thing. It's another way to build a little nest egg there, slowly but surely, without even affecting you. You buy something for $1.89, 11 cents goes in, $2.50, 50 cents goes in, little by little, and just kind of adds up. And it's just another way without you even thinking about it. And you're doing it every day. So many ways to support. Please smash the hell out of the like button. Got over 200 people watching. So We've only got 53 likes. It's really important to hit the like button. Very, very, very important to hit the like button. Let's give out some victory cigars. Sean Stanley, we had some victories over the weekend. There are people that deserve a little love. So first, let's light it up for the Canes, who are 9-0, 5-0 in the ACC after a 53-31 ass-kicking of Duke. Panthers completed the sweep of the Stars in Finland. They finished them off 4-2. They are 9-3-1. Panthers, you get the victory cigar. The Miami Heat took advantage of another sorry team, and they beat the Wizards 118-98. They improved to 3-2. Bam Adebayo, 32 points, 14 rebounds. Give them a victory cigar. Sadly, that's where it ends. Although I can give, by the way, I can, if I'm correct, I think I can give the volleyball ladies a victory, right?
Yeah,
They beat Stanford, right? Yeah. So University of Miami volleyball over the weekend beat Cal 3-0. A Sunday cleaning for the ladies. Give them a victory cigar. Go. Like I told you, I'm hometown, bro. No matter what, we can bitch and complain and not like when something's going right or love it when it's going well. But we're faithful to the end, and that's just that's the way we roll, and that's the way we're always gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys get it. I know a guy like NorCal who's watching gets it. I know it. He's not no fair-weathered ass fan. He's a real fan. Real fans. It's just kind of the game, man. We got to deal with the bullshit. It is what it is. Welton Rayom. We love talking about Welton Rayom. David Furones with the Welton Rayom post-game report. You can check it out. Yesterday joined us. It's there on the platform, so please watch it. Hit the like button on it. Very important also. And he'll join us on Thursday. Thursday. He'll join us Thursday. No. Oh, yeah, that's right. No, he'll join us tomorrow because we play on Monday. Yeah, so next week it's Monday, Friday. So this week it's tomorrow and Friday that David Furones will join us. So we'll have some fun with him. And, of course, folks, Welton Rayom. Listen, we've had some of our listeners over the last 3 years, maybe 3+ years now with Welton Rayom, they have called them now for bankruptcy issues, for business owner claims, condo damage, homeowner property damage with all the different storms over the years. And remember, you can suffer roof damage starting at 40 miles an hour. And if you start noticing any brown spots in your roof or something, you may have a leak. And let's get to that before it gets serious. They'll send their adjusters over, and then they'll call the insurance company. Hey, we got an issue here, and you'll never have to deal with the insurance company ever. You just go pick up the check at Welton Rayom. So call Jeff Welt and Daniel Rayom. I haven't had anybody yet call for criminal defense yet. That hasn't happened yet. Or maybe Jeff and Dan haven't told me because maybe, you know what I'm saying? But business owner claims, hey, man, people are calling for business owner claims. People are calling for bankruptcy. I don't get any personal information, but that's right. People are calling for these kind of things because, unfortunately, like the bankruptcy, so many Americans are going in. They've destroyed their savings accounts. They're going into their 401ks. It's really, really bad. Okay. And so a lot of people have, unfortunately, which could happen to any of us, could easily happen to me, could happen to anybody. Bankruptcy is not something to be ashamed of. It's something that happens to any of us. We're not experts. We're not economists. It can happen to us, man. And sometimes we do things that, unfortunately, we have things that happen in our lives, medical issues, things like that just throw us completely out of kilter. And it can happen to any of us. So please call them if you have issues. They can help you. 954-966-4646. Any personal injury issues. Remember, the statute of limitations may not have expired. Even if it happened a month ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, call Jeff Welt and Daniel Rayom. The consultation's completely free. 954-966-4646. I see Skylar Tipton is number one. Hope you enjoyed your trip. Oh, it's been fantastic, dude. I'm meeting Dolphin fans, hanging out with Dolphin fans, hanging out, on Saturday night with Big E and Doc, and some of the fans. Bob was out here too, and all that. Huh? Chris? Yeah, that's right. Just so many Dolphin fans that were out here. That we met, new ones, and obviously some of the other ones that we know that have been around. So it's pretty cool. By the way, congratulations to Lisa for Fan of the Year. That is very cool, Lisa. Very cool. Congratulations. She's a beautiful human being. She is an absolutely amazing Dolphins fan. But she's just a much better person than a Dolphins fan. And so very, very well deserved, man. Very well deserved. She's
she named each fan of the year all the way up.
Oh, yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah. She's
you're still plugging the Dolphins Cancer Challenge.
Yeah.
She's a great human being.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So Lisa's awesome. So good for her and well deserved. By the way, man, we like Dolphin fans of the year. Most of them are from this area. Like, right? A lot of them are from this area. Yeah, because it could be a Dolphin fan that lives in New York, or it could be a Dolphin like in Florida.
No, yeah, most of them, all of them are from.
Do they have to be?
No,
I don't think so,
no,
but that's what I'm saying. It's pretty interesting.
The majority, because again, it's voted on by your peers. The fans
Right.
are the ones that are
right.
So I think it goes along that way when you look at, Dolfreaky, Big E, Chris. Now they're doing the International Fan of the Year, NorCal, of course.
Well, NorCal's one of the freaks.
Yeah, because I think he might be the only one. Dolfreaky's West Coast, but still down in South
Florida.
She's Florida, so yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
Yep,
pretty amazing.
It's awesome.
So,
and it just goes to show all the fan. I mean, now we have an International Fan of the Year this year. The Dolphins do. That's awesome.
Yep. All we need now is the team to be half as good as our fans. You know how many championships the Dolphins will win if they're half as good as our fans? Jesus. When you see them on the road and you see them all over the place, they really don't deserve this fan base. I call shit like I see it here. And we just say the brutal honesty. And the Dolphins, they have the best fan base in town. Much better than the Heat and the Marlins and the Canes and the Panthers and Inter. The best fan base is the Dolphins fan base. It's not even close, dude. Again, Dolphins bars all over the world. No other team has that. It's not even close. And yet, they're never rewarded. Because, by the way, when you won already, it's already never. Okay, once you've passed half a century, dude, it's never. A lot of those people are dead, or, we're pushing it already. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to stave it off. Drink water, lose weight. Pizza logs. Well, pizza logs also will extend your life. Yes. And the fritters.
I'm living off that.
Yes, he fell in love with Tim Hortons apple fritters. Me, I'm the donut. I'm the honey dip at Tim Hortons. Let's see. Skylar Tipton. Lucas is in the house. What about Lisa? Oh, yes. No, not that Lisa Rose. No, it's Lisa Siegel, I believe. I want to say it's Siegel. Lisa, if I got your name wrong, I apologize. Yeah, I want to say it's Siegel. Okay. I want to say it's Siegel. Let me see here. I know I retweeted it, man. I retweeted it. I send it out because she deserves to get a retweet. Let me see. I know it's somewhere here. Anyway. Here we go. I think I got it. Oh, well. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. All right. Why am I having so much trouble finding this thing? Lisa Siegel. Yes, I got it right. There we go. There we go. Lisa Siegel, 2024 Fan of the Year. I retweeted her from the Dolphins one too now. How about that? So congratulations to Lisa. Pretty awesome, dude. Pretty awesome. Steve Chapman is in the house. Kyle Cockrell. Hang in there, Kyle. I know you're hurting with Caspa. You know, by the way, Kyle, the for you Caspa people, they were picked up by an exchange named Pionex. I don't know if you know this, Kyle, because I know you're hurting with Caspa, but I thought this is very, very positive. I follow it, but I'm not an investor, not yet at least. But Pionex here in the U.S., they're U.S. regulated. Okay, so they trade crypto and stocks and all kinds of stuff, and they're U.S. regulated. So to me, Caspa hasn't been picked up by Binance and Crypto.com and Coinbase and all that. And I know a lot of the Caspa people are waiting for that because every coin that gets that next level pickup, it gets an explosion. Okay, that happens all the time. So it'll be a hell of a boost for Caspa. But the Pionex move, I don't know if you know about it. I think that's huge. It's not that they're a huge exchange, but they're U.S. regulated. So they've already gone through the rigors of the government and Gary Gensler and all that. So if they're regulated and they're picking up Caspa, they must have done their homework and said, okay, this is good. So that may lead to other ones, just in case, just to give you a little hopium, my brother, since you follow crypto. I know you do, and I know you follow your Caspa. So just a little nugget there, just in case if you didn't follow it or you didn't know, just to help you out there, my man, so you can feel a little better. Ho Yoon, thank you for the love on Venmo. Thank you, sir, for your amazing dedication every week. We appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Many ways to keep our platform alive. That is one of them. Thank you, sir. Remember, you can make a donation, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show. Or you can make a Bitcoin or Ethereum donation, too, at the same time. And PayPal also is there for you. So thank you. Lucas, Steve Chapman is in. Stephen Harris, Ray Sosa, Nico Jones, NorCal is in. The fat lady is at the mic. Yeah, no, that's fat lady at the mic. You know, it's funny. And, I got to have fun at the expense of my media brethren. Okay. And they're still trying to sell you the hopium. Why? Because their producers and their editors are like, well, we can't just tell them the season's over. We got to keep them alive with views and clicks. And so, and this is why they craft their stories in a way to get more clicks and all that kind of stuff, and the clickbait and all that. And so people are like, I see some of the guys, I'm not going to mention any of the guys and girls in the media, just to but they're out there. Well, the season's not really necessarily. Oh, it's been over, bro. It's been over for a couple of weeks. Okay, it's over. It's over. So it's what I said to start the show. Now we live from week to week, and we deal with what comes, and that's just the way it is. You have no control over it, and neither do I. Okay, tons of you want people fired. I wanted McDaniel fired, but I know they're not. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Now you're stuck with everything at this point. So whether it's the front office, whether it's the head coach, whether you want the owner to sell the team, whatever it is, it's the same old, same old. I get all of that. You're not going to get any answers till the end of the season. And then you'll find out what changes they'll make and what direction they're going, and then we'll talk about it. That's basically it. That's all we can do. We have no control over anything else right now. So I get it. I totally get it. But the media selling the bullshit, it's just funny to me that the media would sell the bullshit. And it's sad because everything, and it doesn't matter what you do, news and entertainment and politics and sports, it's all manipulated one way or the other to keep the viewer engaged and not give them the flat out substance and reality of what's going on. That's all. Sure, mathematically, there's still some kind of hope or some bullshit. Give me a break. They've been out of this for a couple of weeks. The only bright spot is that the coach figured out how to coach on offense finally. Now, whether he sticks to it, I need to see it for the rest of the season. Doesn't mean he's won me over or anything like that, but I will say that's how I want you to coach, what you did yesterday. You do that, everything will be fine on offense. If you can't stop anybody on defense, well, then that's going to be a problem. And that's what happened yesterday. But the hopium selling that we see on, whether it's people that podcast, or I'm talking about media, I'm not talking about fans, podcasters on media or on TV or on radio or writing, and they're selling you the bullshit of, well, it's and listen, I get it. Okay, they have to do something I don't do and never have done, even when I was working on the flagship station. Okay, I'm not kissing ass so I can make sure I have to get an interview or this or that or whatever. And sometimes that's what needs to happen. Sometimes you can't go too overboard because, they get all touchy. They get sensitive in the media relations departments sometimes. They can't handle the reality of the criticism. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. It is what it is. So maybe that's why you get some of that hopium, because they're, worried about this. Or sometimes they won't say something about specific players because then they're worried about pissing off the player's agent. And then, oh my God, the next time I call that agent, he's not going to give me any information because I criticized his client. That's the bullshit that we don't play on this show. You know what I'm saying? That's the bullshit we don't play. So season's over. Anybody else selling you that bullshit, they're full of absolute crap. Okay? It's just too funny. By the way, Bitcoin down 68 too. I will get back to the Crypto Bro shows tomorrow when I get home and I start getting, well, it'll be Tuesday when I get back into the mix and all that, because I get home today and then tomorrow we'll get back and I'll start doing Crypto Bro shows. And hopefully also I'll do some on the road in Los Angeles too. I got to figure out a way to post up probably shorter ones. What else do we have here? Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show. Cash App or Venmo. Ho Yoon, thank you. Andrew Watson, thank you, sir. On Venmo, Tua did enough to win, been critical, but he played winning football and was impressive. He's got big football, just frustrated with the team. I think McD's brain and common sense were kidnapped along with Alfred Oglesby and taped against a tree in the Everglades. Andrew Watson is a classic Dolphins fan. Only a classic Dolphins fan can make a reference like that. Yeah, dude, I said it yesterday. Offense wasn't the issue. You know, Mostert obviously keeps fumbling, but, you know, here's the problem with Raheem Mostert that this head coach has not figured out yet, is that Raheem Mostert is a player that is fantastic and can help you out, but you cannot overload him. And that's why he breaks down. And so if you don't overload him. And since early in the season when he got injured right away, what should have happened was not an overload of Achane. What should have happened was a bigger load for Jalen Wright. And when Mostert comes back, you then continue running Wright. And the problem that Mike McDaniel hasn't figured out yet is that running backs are about rhythm. And if you don't, the first time he gave Jalen Wright a carry was on a 3rd and short. And he was cold. You got to get him in there in the second series. But there's a problem with McDaniel, and it's called loyalty. Loyalty is good, but to a fault. You can't keep playing Julian Hill every week when he does stupid things. Okay, so let's play Tanner Connor every week because he continues to do stupid things. These are people that need to get benched. And he doesn't bench anyone. And Raheem Mostert, you keep fumbling, you need to get benched. And Jalen Wright needs to be carrying the ball more. And you don't do it. And you're not doing what's best for the team. Because your dedication to the crazy-ass passing game didn't allow you to be a good coach and use Mike Gesicki. Mike Gesicki caught 70 balls with flow. Look at him now in Cincinnati. How come he couldn't do anything with you? And then you were dedicated to your crazy-ass passing game early in the season that you then forgot about Jonnu Smith. And all of a sudden now you've remembered that they signed Jonnu Smith so you can use him. And in training camp and in the preseason, that's all we saw was Jonnu Smith everywhere. And we were like, wow, okay, Jonnu Smith is, he should be the 3rd receiver on this team. Now he's become the 3rd receiver. Well, actually, he might be the first, 2nd receiver, the way they kept Waddle and Hill in check, obviously, because they were making sure that those guys weren't part of anything. So it's the coach that's got to figure some of this stuff out. And Raheem Mostert is a guy that you can't overload in carries because he will get injured all the time. And it leads to fumbles too. It leads to lack of concentration. And that's why he continues to fumble. And I know the coach mentioned it a couple times, but dude, you got to do something about it. Not, rubbing the back. It'll be all right. Don't worry, young man. This coddling bullshit is just, it doesn't help. You need to pay a price for mistakes. And if you're not paying the price, you never learn. It's just the way it goes. And on this team, you don't pay a price for your mistakes. So Raheem Mostert will continue to fumble because there's no price to be paid. And that can't be the case. And you also have to understand who you're coaching. Raheem Mostert is a fantastic human being, a terrific running back, but he is a complimentary running back. He's not a bell cow. And the second you see cracks in the bell, you need to put it on the sidelines. And you keep putting a cracked bell out there, and look what keeps happening. Keeps fumbling. Got to put in Jalen Wright, got to use him more. And since you're dedicated to the run, it would help out to break up the carries. The kid is very productive, but use him the right way and give him a fair amount of carries early so he can get in a groove. Don't wait till late and he's been sitting forever, and it's irresponsible the way he runs things. Let's see, what else do we have here? Jamie Zoria out in San Jose. Thank you, sir. Bradley Maddox is riding. Oscar Rojas is smashing. Captain Saki's in Tarpon Springs. Brett Dodger. Larry in Columbus. One-Eyed Jack. Johnny Finns. John Garrow, Mr. Spock, Brian, Ray, Patrick Vecchio. Blame the defense. Not a stop in the second. Does our staff teach these guys how to tackle? Yeah, the tackling was disgusting. I'm with you. Defense was bad. I am Jacob Gabriel is in the house. He wants a quarterback. Let's see. John says, really want to sell my Rams tickets. Driving across town to see my team lose next Monday night will really suck. I think they're going to win next week, but that's me. I'm betting the Dolphins. If you're going to play like this, you'll win next week. Axel says Miami is a soft team. Axel is correct. V21, Lucas. Yeah, Poyer has been an absolute waste. And his ignorance that it's not a foul. Well, I know where it comes from, but I don't feel like getting into it. I know where the ignorance comes from. Brian Landis. Big Johnson. It seems this team has forgot how to win and close out. When did they know how to win and close out games? They haven't known how to do that for decades, my brother. Who knew how to do that? Flo? Cam Cameron? Gase? Wanstead? Jimmy Johnson? Nobody has known how to close out games. All the coaches we've had, including Jimmy Johnson, not good enough, dude. Jimmy Johnson could build a defense, sucked on offense. Was a fucking joke on offense. Was a fucking joke in the playoffs. Nobody's known how to win games, dude. It's I don't know if you're old enough, but I'm old enough to know when they know how to win games and close out games. You got to be old to know and watch the Dolphins. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but if you're using 1970s references and early 80s references, that's like I said, that's passé. The Dolphins never win. That's how they need to be labeled. They never win until proven otherwise. They don't know how to win. They never win. They're soft. They're a choking franchise. That's just who they are, dude. They're big game bitches is what they are. They've been like that for 40 plus years, dude. Pretty much every big game they have folded like a cheap tent. So, not sure what you're watching, but They never remembered how to close out games unless you're late 50s into plus years. Then you know what closeout games is. Like I said, at this point, the way the Dolphins have to be labeled is they never close out games. They have never known how to win. When we're talking about 50 plus years ago, that's too way out to make any references of that. So this is a team that doesn't know shit about winning. Timothy Eason, Miami 305, John Padilla, Chris Jordan, T. Dobbs. The game was more of an indictment on the inability of the Bills' D-line to stop the run and sack Tua. That game shouldn't have run close. Yeah, well, if you have a shitty defense, it's going to run close, my brother. Ask Dan Marino about shitty defenses. Frankie Fresco, Rams winning, and it's primetime game. There you go. Frankie hating the Canes and the Dolphins now. So he's just in a local hate fest. Let's see. Terry says, Big O, most frustrating thing is that this is how McDaniel should have been using the running game. Of course. But McDaniel's a minor leaguer when it comes to being a coach. When is Sealer and Chubb coming back? I have no idea, sir. Don't know. I don't know how serious the orbital bone is broken and the Chubb injury. Obviously, it's taken him a while to come back. And Chubb's injury was late in the season, right? So, yeah, yeah. We're not even a year yet, dude. Let's not, just because one person hurried back probably too fast, let's not rush the other one back. Okay? This season's over, dude. There's no reason to rush Chubb at all. I'd only play Chubb if he's 100%. He is well practiced for several weeks, and then I play him a little bit so he can get the confidence, get everything back for next year. That's how I would handle Chubb, dude. That's how you mishandled Jalen Phillips. Don't mishandle this one now for next year. Week 17, he got injured, yeah. So you fucked up the Jalen Phillips thing because the youngin was a freak and was coming back so soon that you just got all excited and you started riding him, and you shouldn't have. That was a wrong move. Hindsight is 20/20. And hindsight tells you he should have had way more training, way more practices, less playing time, ease him in slowly but surely. But because he's such a freak, he started showing out, and you got intoxicated. And you got intoxicated so much that the guy tweaks his knee, and you had the balls to put a brace and put him back out there on the field. Do you know how irresponsible the Miami Dolphins and their training staff were with Jalen Phillips? That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it, and I will ride it till I die. Okay? I will ride it till I die. So the Chubb thing, there's no hurry for Chubb. None whatsoever. So for you fans out there, stop the bullshit. Don't add more to the misery. Chubb ain't doing shit for this team right now. Okay? Nothing. There's no reason to hurry him back. Let him heal properly. Let him train properly. Let him build back his stamina properly. So when he does come back, he can be himself. There is zero rush for Bradley Chubb. Zero. Chris Jordan, Claus says, I'm almost 40 years old. I've been a Dolphin fan my whole life. Wow, you've seen a lot of shitty football. When will the loyalty pay off? I remember the early 90s, that San Diego game. Yeah, you only know heartache, my brother. Yeah, I know. It's bad. It's bad. That's all you know is heartache. It's rough. I've always said people that are under 40, those are the best fans. The under 40s, the under 30s. Oh, my God, you people are the most special fans I've ever seen in my life because you don't know anything really, really good. Nothing. It's bad. I get it. Alexis Palenzuela, good morning, Owen, Sean. Thank God for the other 4 pro teams in the Canes. Amen. Well, 3 pro teams in the Canes. You know, it's Inter, Panthers, and Heat, and the Canes. The Marlins are a minor league outfit. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Big O. We need a stud player and a leader on defense, point blank. We drafted good, not great players on that side of the ball, but no one puts fear on opposing offenses on that side. Well, yeah, they do. It's just Jalen Phillips got injured, but he puts fear if you can get to, if you can keep him on the field, he puts fear into it. So, yeah, they did draft him. It's just, unfortunately, we haven't had a little luck there with the man. Unfortunately, but he is special, man. He's special. Just take care of him, please. I'm not a big fan of how this training staff has handled things, to be quite honest. So that's just me. Hopium is funny, but it's the truth. It's the truth. And the media right now, you got so many in the media right now selling you that bullshit hopium. What else? DF, thank you. Sal, thank you. Let's see. 6193. Sal, the NFL officiating is a farce for everyone. Allen had a great TD run, wipe out for the ridiculous holding call. Whatever. Dude, play defense. Get a stop or two when it matters. I hope they start winning 5 or 6 games in a row so they can shut all you haters up. Chris, I don't think it'll, because the season's over. So it doesn't really it'll frustrate people because they'll say, the haters will say, well, why didn't you play like that in the first half? And we would have had a better season. That's what it's going to be. People are frustrated. There's no way you just can't make people happy right now, Chris. And I don't blame them. I don't blame anybody that's pissed. I don't blame anybody who wants to fire people. I don't blame anybody right now for their anger and their frustrations. They're all here watching. They're all here talking about it. They're buying hats and shirts. Some will go to games. Some will take the time to watch and set up parties at home. They build up the week for that. Their emotions are invested. I don't blame people for being mad. They deserve to be mad, and they deserve to express their feelings because the team continues to fail them. Those are the facts, dude. With the Dolphins out of the race, is there another NFL team you'll root for the rest of the season, Big O? No, I won't root for. I'll root for people. I'll root for Jameis Winston. I kind of like that story of the underdog overcoming and all that kind of stuff. I'll root for individual things like that, that I might root for. I'll root for Baker Mayfield today. He's playing against the Chiefs. Not because I'm a Dolphins fan and I want them to lose a game and all of that, but I love Baker's story. I was not a Baker Mayfield believer when he came out of school. I did not believe in the guy. And he's proven me wrong. And I love that. So I think it's a great story that he had all those issues and he brought it on himself sometimes in Cleveland, and then bounced around a couple places and then found a home with the Bucs and has actually played well. He's been a really good quarterback overall for them. He's not the issue there. They need other things to become a championship contender, but he's not the problem. You can win a championship with him. He's good enough, more than good enough. So, yeah, I will root for things like that. I will root against Aaron Rodgers. I will root against people like that. I will root against Jerry Jones because I love watching Jerry Jones lose because he's a loser, period. I will root for Mike Gesicki because some of you out there thought he was an issue when he's a good player. he has his limitations. That doesn't mean he's not strong at what he does. So good coaches figure out what you are. Okay, Jim Jensen, you're not there to block, but you're a former quarterback and an H-back. Let's use you as an H-back, and let's use you as a pass-catching fool. You know what I'm saying? It's just, so yeah, there'll be things like that I'll root for, you know? That'll be things that I will try to go out there and help and see if the Jameis Winston one didn't help out yesterday, right? He went back to Jameis Winston with the 3 interceptions. But yeah, all those kind of things I will root for in the NFL. What's it called? Dan Campbell and the Lions fans. I'm happy for Lions fans. If Cleveland would ever get on a roll, I'd be happy for Cleveland's fans because I can relate to them as a Dolphins fan. I've been suffering for a long, long time. I get a decent season every once in a while, but, you know, it's a season from a team that ain't shit. So that doesn't mean anything to me, you know, in the big picture. So little things like that I'll find myself, but I won't root for a team per se. No, I don't think so. You know, a fan base in the Lions, I hope for them to have success. They deserve it. Little things like that. Little things like that. What else do we have? McDaniel should have froze the kicker. Whatever, dude. And if he makes it anyway, that's the big deal. Let's see. Dennis Allen got the axe. Yeah, McDaniel won't be next, but Bobby, you can, you know, go pray at the church or synagogue or mosque or wherever it is that you pray. You can go pray, and you know, maybe you'll get your wish. JT is here for the funeral, and that it is. I threw dirt on the Dolphins a couple of weeks ago, so that's just, you know. I wasn't expecting a win yesterday. I was just pleasantly surprised they were in the game. Thank you, Jimbo. Very nice of you. Not sure if he would even work in this manner back to human Jenga, but if the Finns add Vrabel as coach, their current talent, it would, oh God, yeah. Jimbo, we would be in the playoffs right now. We'd have easily 3 more wins. I think you win yesterday with Mike Vrabel. I think Vrabel figures out a way to stop Josh Allen once or twice in the second half. Yes. Oh, yeah. There's no doubt. That's why I would have fired him a couple weeks ago, hire Vrabel, and let him try to turn the season around and assess the players for next season. This is not the coach. So move on. But like I told you yesterday, and listen to the postgame show, and I explained it, if McDaniel doesn't get fired, it's going to answer a lot of questions. You got to listen to are you making that a rant? You are, right? The one of McDaniel, if he doesn't get fired, you'll know why he is not. Well, it's on the post game. I know that. Okay. Well, there you go. Okay. It's there. I mean, you know, it's like I say all the time, if you listen to the show, you'll get everything. If you just listen to some segments, you're not going to get everything that we talk about. And so, you know, those of you that are like dedicated to the show, you usually get all the nuggets and everything that goes on. Field goal still beats us 30-28. Yeah, that's the second game. Dude, the defense had to play yesterday. They didn't step up. They sucked ass yesterday. You cannot go into a second half and just not stop anybody. Please smash the hell out of the like button. We're at 113, 116, which is good, but we're at 255 watching. So hit it. Lisa was here yesterday. The loss was so painful, but it was great hanging out with Sean and Big O at the River Pub. Yeah. And we went to, we had a nice dinner yesterday too. By the way, that beef stuffed ravioli, that was good, dude. You got the chicken parm? What did Lisa get? She got chicken parm too? Veal? Oh, she eggplant. Yeah, eggplant. That's what she got. They served her a mountain of food. She took home 2 more meals. That's family servings
Huge
at that
portions.
place.
Huge.
Family servings, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm already hungry. Yeah, we didn't get anything in the morning. Yeah, I haven't eaten yet. Yeah, I haven't eaten anything. I only ate once yesterday. I only ate the raviolis yesterday. That's all I ate yesterday. So I'm already hungry, and it's noon.
You think they stocked up on the apple fritters?
We're gonna go find out. We got to get some lunch now, and definitely
Nobody will
Tim
believe
Hortons.
We went to 4 Tim Hortons.
Yeah. I got my glaze.
Evening is not the time to go look for apple fritters.
Yeah, yesterday we drop off Lisa, and that poor woman had like an hour and a half drive back. Which God bless you, Lisa. Thank you for coming out and supporting us. And so we dropped her off. This is the funniest story. So we get out of the restaurant, right, and we sit in the car, and I look to my left, and there's a Tim Hortons. But I go, this woman's got an hour and a half drive. I got to go drop her off first so she could get on her way to go home, And so she gets in the car, she gets on her way home, and then we go to a Tim Hortons. And immediately I get my honey dips, right? And so I put the bag down. I go, I'll eat it when I get home, right? And he wanted apple fritters. They had no apple fritters. So I go, dude, they have a Tim Hortons in every mile here somewhere. So we put it on the Waze. We went to the next Tim Hortons. No apple fritters. I go, it's all right, bro. Let's go to a third one. We got nothing to do. It's 8:00 at night. Next, this is what fat people do. This is what we do. We love food. We go to the third Tim Hortons. They got 1 fritter left. The guy goes, I don't know if I have, because he wanted 3. He goes, I don't know if I have 3. I don't even know if I have 1. Wait a minute. I think I have 1, maybe 2, or is that a big one? So it ended up becoming a big fritter. So he gives us the 1. And I go, F it, bro. Let's go find a 4th Tim Hortons. You want the fritters? We'll go. I got my honey dips. We got to try to take care of you on this one. We go to the 4th one. The 4th one we end up at is the one that's right in front of the restaurant. Oh, man. You can't believe that shit. Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. So the 4th one we go to doesn't have the fritters. They're right. They were closed. That's what it was. Maybe they had the fritters and they were open right when we were there. Anyway, so then I go, all right, fuck it, dude. We're going to try a 5th one. This one doesn't have it. It's not yeah, and if this one doesn't have it, it's not meant to be, because they're like a mile and a half separated. And I don't mind driving. I don't give a shit, dude. I'm from Miami. I'm used to driving. So I get in the car, and when the 5th one, we have to cross the border. And I'm like, oh, bro, no. And I had to U-turn because I didn't even bring my passport. It was still in the room, and he didn't bring a passport. So I'm the only one that could cross. He couldn't cross. So the Tim Hortons was literally across the border. Yeah, and they probably had him. Right. Yeah, they probably had him. So that was our fritter finding story. But at least you got 1. At least you got 1. Okay. Yeah. Congrats on Darren Rizzi. How cool is that? He deserves a promotion. He's been at it for a long time. Will he be the 2nd head coach in the NFL that's a former special teams coach? The first one in the league right now is John Harbaugh. Give me another former special teams coach, and I'll give it to you this way. He won a Super Bowl. No, it's not too far back, but that's not the guy. It's a little earlier than him. I'll give it away. I'll give it away, give it away, give it away now. Wait a minute, just in case. Let me see if somebody got it at the bottom. No. Okay. He spits at you when he talks. Also has a jaw. No, he had kind of a jaw. He has a jaw while he's spitting at you. Yeah. Oh, somebody got it? Yeah. No, Gruden's offense. Yeah, Gruden's offense. Some guys have worked on special teams, but they weren't like real special teams, like coaches, like full-time coaches. Like that's who they are. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that kind of stuff. So yeah, some special teams coaches actually make it to the top. It's a few have it. I've just named a couple, but yeah, it's one of those things. All right, let me get to I think there's a couple of super chats here. Thank you. Appreciate you, Mace. As always, facts, Big O. Dolphin fans deserve better. Ty in the Bronx chiming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you, Ty. Adolfo Foliaco. Thank you, sir, for the super chat. You are the owner. What will you do next season to prevent the definition of insanity? In my opinion, regime builds some of the best teams that I've seen in recent years. Dysfunctional is no part of the... Did he finish it with the... Okay. You guys are going to hate me. Some of you, at least. I would only change the coach. You know, you complain about the O-line and all that. Nobody's saying anything about the O-line now the last 4 weeks. Why? Because you started playing the way you're supposed to play the goddamn game. So even losing Rob Hunt and everything, if you played the way you were supposed to play, you might have a couple of more wins. If you played like this against the Colts and the Titans, do you not win this game? Yeah. And so that if I'm the owner, the only thing I would have already demanded the Mike McDaniel fire. I would have said, hey guys, listen, I think we got talent here. And we're supposed to be in the playoffs right now. We're out of the playoffs because of that dweeb on the sidelines. Because that dude has no idea what he's doing. So I know you guys are going to hate me for that. Some of you. But the talent's more than enough to win. More than enough to win. And you would have Chubb playing right now if that guy wasn't playing him in a useless moment at the end of a game. He'd be playing. Maybe you would have had more of a pass rush. Maybe you would have won a game because Chubb would have gotten to the quarterback in Seattle or in Indianapolis. I don't know. But didn't Chubb force like 6 fumbles last year? It's like 6 fumbles the guy forced last year. I just, I'm in a little different place because I like the guys in the front office. And I understand the criticism, and I can't argue it. And they have hired the wrong 2 coaches. I'll say that. If I had access to those 3 guys, I'd tell them all 3 guys, your real screw up has been that you haven't hired the right coach. That's your screw up. Because we would not be complaining if we had a real coach and have 3 more wins on the maybe 4 with yesterday with a real coach that gets it done. You figure out a way to stop Josh Allen once or twice in that second half. So that's the way I would look at it. But I know I'm in the minority. I like what we're doing overall. I just don't like where we're at with the coaches. That I'll be brutally honest. And I've been brutally honest about that since last year. Mike McDaniel's been driving my ass crazy. I gave him a pass the first year, but the second year, I saw all the same bullshit. I'm like, no, dude. No, we can't do that. I'm a Cristobal fan. And I was very critical of Cristobal on game days the first 2 years. And I said, this shit's got to change. And it's changed. And every time I would tell you, Cristobal is perfect in everything else, bro. Perfect custodian, perfect leader, perfect recruiter, perfect human being. All of that, dude. He's a role model. He's everything. But on game day, you got to fix that shit. And they've done much better this year. Not perfect, but much better. And this guy, I didn't see shit improve last year. And now this year, look, you still made all the stupid mistakes again yesterday in the penalties. Your team is undisciplined. So for me, the real frustration for me is if you had a different head coach, man, the results would be different. God, they would be different. Holy shit, they would be different. That's the way I see it. But that's just me. Let's see. Tripwire says, I'm so sick about hearing about what the Dolphins did in the 70s, 80s, and haven't done shit for decades. Exactly. And I witnessed it all and loved it all, and I lived it, and I appreciate it and everything. But I don't want to hear about that anymore, dude. It's too long ago. I don't, it's just something that is not, it means nothing right now. That's in the past. Yeah, dude, you know what? When I was 18 and 16 and 20, I could go out to clubs till 5 a.m. and go take a shower and go to work the next day and not miss a beat. Yeah, I remember the old days. Man, could I do things I can't do now. Am I going to just live in that? I can't do that. So, that's our problem also with this franchise. They live in the past. And you got to drop that shit. The past was fantastic, but you got to build a strong future, man. Don Shula was winning. Don Shula would have maybe 1 or 2 losses right now. 1 or 2 losses. The D held them to 6 in the first half. Papa, the game's 4 quarters. Okay? It's 4 quarters. You don't play a half. You play 4 quarters. So you don't get participation trophies for playing a part-time game. Game's 4 quarters. Play your ass off for 4 quarters. If you could stop them in the first half, why couldn't you find a way to stop them in the second half? So, is Ross smart enough to hire senior executive from Lions, John Dorsey? He knows how to build a team and has a proven record. Well, with Kansas City and with Detroit. Okay. What else do we have? Big O Chubb is probably not coming back next year. Yeah, he is. He's under contract, bro. Go Bucks tonight. Thank you, Willie. Don't know what I said, but I appreciate the love. I'm in the group under 40, says Elofo. I feel for you, man. Feel for you. You people are amazing. All you fans under 40 and 30, I love you all so much because you're just punching bags. Punching bags. At least us old people, we have at least the memories of living the great moments. But man, you young people, you don't have any real great moments. You have, bullshit, meaningless moments. The Miami Miracle and garbage like that means nothing. A nice game or a nice play in a shitty season, that means nothing, dude. A great play in a great season that leads to big-time playoff wins and championships, that's what means something. We'll remember, even though they didn't win, we'll remember Bill Lindsay and Ray Bork for the rest of our lives. You know what I'm saying? Because it was meaningful. It was on your way to getting to the Stanley Cup. That's the kind of shit I want for the Dolphins. Ocala Joe says, pissed at the Dolphins, but I'm still supporting the truth in Dolphin news. Smashing it. Thank you, sir. The great Steven Rodriguez. Amen. Oh, Belichick didn't pigeonhole Aaron Hernandez as just a tight end. He used him as a wide receiver, a running back, and a killer. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't say that. I'm sorry. Freudian slip, bro. Excuse me. Oh, I apologize. Let's see. Let's get a real coach. I'm with you, Peter. No, Frankie, I couldn't go to the concert. There was no way I could make it in time for 7:30 is what I was told. It would take me well over 2 hours to get across the border and get to the arena. So there was no way I was going to get on time. There was no opening act. And Bruce goes on stage on time at 7:30, right on time. So if I'm going to pay for a Springsteen ticket, which is not going to be cheap, and I'm a snob, so I'm going to get a lower bowl ticket. I'm not getting like a Bob Uecker seat. That's not what I'm about. You know, I've been to too many concerts. I'm too much of a snob. I need to be up close. So I'm going to pay a lot of money. If I'm going to pay a lot of money, I need to be there from the beginning of the concert. And if I'm going to see Bruce, I want to see every single note, every single song. You know what I'm saying? Because I am a massive, massive fan of Bruce Springsteen. And I have, tons of admiration for that man. His talent is extraordinary. One of the greatest songwriters in American history. But I got to see it from the beginning. And if I'm going to make it halfway through the concert and I paid a lot of money, I can't do it. And can't do that. What's that? Oh yeah. And getting back. Yeah. It's a pain. So Devin Jordan had it. Thank you, sir. Ronald Hubbard is in the house with the right answer. Different coach means different offense that Tua will probably have to hold on. No, not really. Lido. See, that's where you get it wrong, my brother. You have the player, you build the offense around the player. You don't force the player into something that he's not. And you saw yesterday is exactly what I've been talking about, what you do with Tua, what you do with Breeze, what you do with Peyton Manning, what you do with Tom Brady. When you have statues, you run the ball and use your tight ends and play action. And when I tell you that, isn't that Peyton Manning? Isn't that Drew Brees? Isn't that Tom Brady? They all ran the ball. They all had offensive lines. They all protected the quarterback. And then they can do the rest. And that's exactly who Tua is. He's just like those guys. But you need to do your part as a team. This dude refused to run the ball for 2.5 years. He decided to start running the ball after Tua got injured for the whatever time that was. And now he kept it going. Thank the Lord. But that's the kind of offense you're supposed to run when you have statues running as a quarterback. That's where Don Shula effed up. He had a statue running his offense, and he refused to run the ball because he could not solve the offensive line and the running back. He could not get a goddamn running back. David Overstreet, Sammy Smith, whatever the hell it was. They had some guys, like Mark Higgs and Tony Nathan that were decent. They were serviceable backs. Nathan was a beautiful pass-catching back, but he wasn't a dynamic runner. He wasn't, come on. So you didn't have any of that. And so you didn't, but Marino is a freak that you can get away with that. But how much could you get away? Not much, right? Not much. You got lucky one time, you got to the Super Bowl, everything went your way, and you got your ass kicked by a team that what? Could run. Throws to the tight end a lot. has great receivers, and had a freaking massive defense, something Marino never had. He never had a great offensive line. He only had a great left side of the line. He never had a running game, and he never had a defense. That's why you never won anything. You got more wins because Marino's freakish. Okay, Tua's not that guy, but Tua's Breeze. Easily. Easily Drew Brees. Easily Peyton Manning. Easily. But you got to do the same thing you did for those guys. Protect them, run the ball, and you'll win a championship. Yesterday was the first time that you actually ran the ball with him, and that he was super clean, dude, because linebackers are on their heels, defensive ends are on their heels. They're worried more about the run. They can't just tee off. But if you're going to drop back 50 times, they know exactly what's coming, and then your offensive line is just taking a pounding. So you don't go and all of a sudden you see what works and you change it. No, this is how our problem was that the coach had no idea how to use it. Now he's kind of figured it took him a while, at least I think, and he's figured it out. At least I think. Okay? Devin Jordan, thank you for the love in the super chat. Big O, I just said our luck. Watch the Bills kicker make a 61-yarder after missing the extra point. Of course. That shit was going to be good from 71 yards, dude. Big O, where were you for the 85 Bears-Dolphins Monday night game all-time classic in the Orange Bowl, sir? Let's see what we have here. What else do we have? Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo. You can make a Bitcoin or Ethereum donation. And we also have PayPal too. You can use the QR code there for PayPal. You can also make a donation, send in your question, comment, insult, whatever it is. Peter German on Venmo says, Big O, to me, the biggest problem is Stephen Ross. He has been a dysfunctional owner, runs this team in a non-football manner, from going from Harbaugh to Flores, Peyton, and Harry McDaniel, also never getting a new GM and coach at the same time. Listen, man, everybody is at fault right now. And what are we going to do? You know, I can't defend anything right now. Everybody is to blame, coaching, front office, owners. Nothing is working. You're 2-6. I get it. I get it. Brian Radke, thank you for the love on Cash App for Fins Up. Appreciate you, sir. It's very nice of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's do our 3A Graphics sports calendar. And please call Alan Blanco if your company, your corporation, your school, your club, you need custom printing and embroidery. You can do it anywhere in the country. You can call Alan Blanco right now, and I'm going to give you his cell number, 786-618-1443. He'll get back to you right away or answer the phone. And if you're looking for custom printing and embroidery, trust me, they do amazing work. 786-618-1443. Tonight, Sacramento taking on the Heat. Heat favored by 1, over and unders 225. Sacramento's 3-3. Miami is 3-2. Tip off at 8:15. Panthers are off till Thursday after sweeping a 2-game set against the Stars in Finland. They take on Nashville at 7:00 on Thursday at the Amerant Bank Arena. That's it. I'm sorry. I was thinking Kaseya, and I'm going, it's not Kaseya, it's Amerant Bank. There we go. Tonight, Thursday Night Football, 8:15, kickoff, Bucks and the Chefs. I'm sorry, Monday Night Football. Traveling and all this. The Chefs are favored by 9. The over and under is 45.5. 8:15 kickoff, Bucks 4-4. Can they upset the Chefs and give them their only loss of the season? Dennis Allen fired as Saints head coach. Former Dolphins special teams coach Darren Rizzi named interim. Saturday, Canes get ready for G-Tech, noon, and they're favored by 11. The over and under is 64. I kind of like UM minus 11. I like the Dolphins plus 2 and the Canes minus 11 this week. And Saturday at 8 o'clock, Chase Stadium, game 3 of this first round set between Inter Miami and Atlanta at Chase Stadium. And Inter Miami favored in the money line minus 270, Atlanta plus 550 after Atlanta won over the weekend 2-1 with a goal in the 94th minute, dude. That was rough. That was a rough loss right there. All right. At this point, was it really that McDaniel called a good game, or does Tua's disguises? No. He called a good game, dude. Tua's not the one handing off that many times. No. He called a good game. Tua has carried his ass the entire time. But no, I'm going to give the man credit when he deserves it. I'm going to rip his ass when he's not doing well, but I'm going to credit him when McDaniel called a really good game yesterday. Now his team is still undisciplined. They made all kinds of stupid penalties still, which hurt this team. And turnovers. Ronnie T, Big O is an enigma. Too proud to kiss ass for interviews and access. Not too proud to beg for people's Bitcoin at the top and bottom of every hour. Damn right. Damn right. That's it, bro. Hey, some people do the, what's that called? Fans only or memberships and all that. I don't do that. I'd rather people donate on behalf because they care for the program, care about me and Sean, care about what we do. Since Ronnie, we break more Dolphin stories, bigger Dolphin stories than everybody else on the beat. Since we normally have the best angles on all the local teams and what's going on. So, people show their appreciation. I get it, man. You want to throw the too proud to beg for people's Bitcoin. Like if I'm going to be ashamed or something, my brother, this doesn't shame me or anything. I'm not worried about it. People come from all over to support the show because they care. They're not assholes like you, Ronnie. That's all. Cheap fucking assholes like you that come to the platform to leech, to see the entertainment, and then just to be a dick on the chat board. That's all, my brother. See, some people are actually good human beings, and instead of me asking for a membership every month, I'd rather people give from their hearts instead. And I remind them that that's the way we support the show. Great sponsors, great fans, and they buy shirts, they donate. That's how it goes, dude. That's how it goes. So I can't tell you, bro. It doesn't embarrass me. It actually makes me feel good that people are willing to donate from their own pockets, and I'm not asking for it. You know what I'm saying? So pointing it out, I want you to know that I'll read it and then I'll rip your sorry ass. That's all. And I'll have fun ripping your sorry ass. And Ronnie, if you want, I'm at Hialeah Park. I'm at Acura. I'm at Craig Zinn's. I'm at Toyota. If you want, you can come also and I'll rip your ass right to your face. How do you like that, dude? So there you go, Ronnie T. And by the way, you can make a Bitcoin or Ethereum donation on Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. You can also make it at PayPal. Or you can sit there and type like a little bitch and complain and whine. There you go. Is that the response you wanted? Anyway, Big O, can you talk about your stance on keeping firing Greer's conversation? For me, I think we could do with a change. Jordan, I've already talked about it many, many times over. I'm a Greer, Allen, and McKenzie fan. I wouldn't change those guys. I don't think personnel is the issue, and I've said this over and over again. If you had a better coach, we'd have a terrific season going on right now. The season you all wanted, it'd be going on right now, even with the injuries. We'd be a better team with a real coach. But hey, man, whatever. Look, the offensive line, after bitching and complaining about the offensive line, this guy finally started running the ball and creating balance, and look how they've played for 4 weeks. You can't say a damn thing about that offensive line. They're healthy. They're blocking like beasts. They're opening up gaping holes. I'm sorry, dude, but I just think that guy is the real problem. But I get it. As I've said over and over again, they hired McDaniel and they hired Flo. So I cannot defend that. And I've said, how many times have I repeated that there's a good chance that most people don't get to hire their third coach? I don't know how many times I have to repeat it, but I've repeated it over and over and over and over again. So I understand where you guys are coming from. I understand your frustrations. I understand you want to fire McDaniel and Greer and you want Ross to sell. I hear that every day, dude. It's a broken record. I get it. What do you want me to do? So that's it. True Fin Fan says, not cool, man. Big O and Sean work like crazy, have families. It's, a True Fin Fan, it's cool, dude. It's cool. It's just, I love that. That's how this world is, that people pay for memberships and, what's that called? Not either on YouTube or what's that other thing called? It's like, subscriptions, but they're those sites that they use it on. Like Verderam has Patreons and stuff like that. That's how they do it. I don't do it that way. I'd rather people actually care from their hearts and do it like you do, True Fin Fan, and many others. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the way it goes. Larry Greya, or is it Grella? Depressed about the loss yesterday. Saw Bruce Springsteen in concert in Toronto last night and felt much better. Damn, Larry, I love you, brother. That's awesome. Good for you, dude. Good for you. I got to look. I have not seen the set list yet because I was interested to see the set list and what he played last night, but it must have been a phenomenal concert, dude. God bless you, brother. Good for you. You got to see Bruce. That's the way to make up for it. Big O, I can honestly say the offense played a hell of a game. The O-line was blocking their ass off. They've been blocking their ass off for 4 weeks, dude. 4 weeks. They've finally been running the ball the way they're supposed to run the ball. It's been awesome, dude. It's been fun to watch. Really fun to watch. Big O, Greer has been part of the 25 years of mediocrity. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. So fire him. I get it. I got you, bro. I got you. I hear it all the time. Big O, in your opinion, what head coach? I already said it. Vrabel. I'd go after Mike Vrabel. That's the only guy that I would want right now. The O-line point is bang on. On top of that, seemingly every year, some Fin fans call to trade our decent players and in the same breath, whine about the line never being good enough. Well, the line is good enough right now, and it's doing a hell of a job. And you got your future tackle, learning in place for next year. The best way to be a Dolphin fan is not to watch and bet against them. Says CFL Freedom. Oh, that's awesome. That is fantastic. Oh, man. That is great. Hey, let's piss off Ronnie T. Peter German, thank you for the love on Venmo. Happy belated birthday, Sean. That's right. It was Sean's birthday 2 days ago on the 2nd. So a lot of you wished him happy birthday yesterday. Peter German is catching up. Thank you, sir. And thanks for making the best show in Florida sports. Thank you, he says. So there you go. Alejandro Gonzalez, pissing off Ronnie T. Also giving us some love on Venmo. He says, enjoying the channel, Big O. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate all of you out there for supporting us in a big-time way. That means a lot. Real people that really care about the program and really wanted to thrive and survive and travel and do all those things. Not like, little bitches like Ronnie that sit there and complain and do nothing and don't help the channel grow or anything. Just whine like a little bitch. That's all. What else? NorCal, Pat in Asheville, and Frankie Fresco. Go hold a Big O and Sean for your coins. Thanks for your support. Yes, I will be Well, we have Frankie's, but we have to see you, Frankie, to give you your coins. And then Pat, I have to send you yours. I have to mail you yours. Oh, I haven't, to be quite honest, I haven't sent you anything, Pat, because I want to first talk to you about the postal situation over there before I send anything, to the North Carolina area. So that's why I haven't sent it. Just so you'll know, NorCal, he lives in North Carolina, on the western part of North Carolina. So I need to really talk to Pat first about those kind of things. And I've been traveling and all that. So, probably after next week and I settle down, I can talk to Pat about all that stuff. And it gives it more time. I don't know, so to get it to him, because I am concerned about the mail situation in Western Carolina. Oh my God. It must be hell there, dude. Must be hell. Damn. Let's get to a little music. All right. Let's see. Start up with some musicians. And by the way, before I start with musicians, rest in peace, Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones, the legendary producer, passed away at the age of 91. So he got a complete life. His family released a statement that read, "Tonight, with full but broken hearts, we must share the news that our father and brother Quincy Jones passing. And although this is an incredible loss to our family, we celebrate the great life that he lived and know there will never be another one like him." Hell yeah, bro. There'll never be another Quincy Jones, dude. Jesus, he is one of a kind. What a superstar. He is truly one of a kind, and we will miss him dearly. We take comfort and immense pride in knowing that the love and joy that were the essence of his being was shared with the world through what he created, through his music and his boundless love. Quincy Jones, heart will beat for eternity. Amen. Amen. Amen, Quincy Jones. Wow. That was absolutely amazing, dude. An amazing man for music, and what he brought to us will last forever, man. Just absolutely forever. All right, let's go with birthdays today. God, I don't want to talk about this guy. I'm going to go with Cool Rock, Damian Wembley, rapper from the Fat Boys. Somebody out there names this man every single time. Every time he mentions the Pretenders. James Honeyman Scott. Birthday today, born in 1957. Unfortunately, we lost him in 82. Heart failure. He had a substance issue, unfortunately. Chris Difford, born in 1954, songwriter and founding member of Squeeze. One of his best-known songs is Tempted by the Fool of Another. All right. And Pulling Muscles from the Shell is an absolute awesome song. He also did Cool for Cats, which is good. But we can all be tempted by the fruit of anything, like an apple fritter. Tempted by the fruit of a fritter. Yes. What else do we have? Sherry Payne, best known as the lead singer of The Supremes from 73 to 77, younger sister of Frida Payne, born in 1944. Who else? That's it for musicians. Now we are going to go with birthdays today. Ralph Macchio, 66 years old. He looks great for 63 years old. He looks phenomenal for 63. Drew Starkey, TV actor, is 31. Matthew McConaughey, 55 years old. Let's see. Kesha. Or no, it's Keshi. So it's not, I don't even know who he is. It's not Kesha. I read it quickly and it's Keshi. So I don't know who Keshi is. So Keshi's not getting any love here. Let's see who else is celebrating birthdays, because there's always these reality stars, TikTokers, YouTubers that I have no idea who the hell they are. Jessica Rabbit, the model. She is 37. She's Jessica Rabbit, the model. I'm already intrigued. I don't know how she looks like, but if she's got Jessica Rabbit's type of body, oh, wow. Ashraf Hakimi, futbolista. He is 26 years old. Jeff Probst, game show host. He is 63 years old. Everybody knows him from the Survivor series. But before Survivor, he did it was TV Land. And he was a host at night in TV Land, like doing some kind of trivia stuff or something. I forgot the name of the show or something. I remember seeing Jeff Probst kind of make his debut there, like on television. And then he got the job of a lifetime with the Survivor series. And that's been his thing. Tyrese Maxey, basketball player, celebrating his 24th birthday today. Let's see who else. Bethany Frankel. What is it? The skinny girl, skinny drink or something. She's 54. Real Housewives of New York. Best known for the Skinny Girl cocktails. That's it. I have too much shit in my head, dude. Kathy Griffin, comedian. She is 64 years old, celebrating a birthday today. Des Bryant, the man that decided to try to learn how to run routes after he was released from the Dallas Cowboys 8 years into his career, celebrates his 36th birthday. That was funny. When he was cut and he was having trouble finding work. Oh, I think I need to work on my route running. Oh, you mean the ad-libbing shit you did all these years in Dallas not working out for you in every other system? Des Bryant, bro. What a trip. What an absolute trip. Des Bryant. Those are birthdays for you today from famous people. Saw Quincy Jones' arrangement with Sinatra at Caesars circa 1977. Wow, Sal. That's awesome. Frankie says, Big O, I wanted to go and see you guys at Hialeah Park, but I've been losing too much, just like the Dolphins at Hialeah Park. Yeah, well, I mean, losing is tough, and it's tough to be Frankie Fresco. Pat says, our main neighborhood road washed out, but some great DMV guys from Kentucky fixed it. We're getting deliveries now, thankfully. Are you getting mail? Like I can send mail now to your address? Can I do that, like, for sure? I was going to send you a text once I settle back next week, but you tell me if I can send you mail, because I worry about that shit, you know? So it's kind of screwed up over there. I want to make sure you're good out there and you're going to get your mail. R.I.P. Jammin' Johnny, DJ. Jammin' Johnny passed away? Bro, Jammin' Johnny, what's he, in his late 40s? Early 50s, maybe? Jammin' Johnny, dude. The Rams fan? Jammin' Johnny that worked for Power 96? That Jammin' Johnny? Cancer? Jesus Christ. He's young, man. I want to say he was easily 10 years younger than I was. Easily. So I want to say he was in his late 40s. Big Rams fan. Love the freaking Rams. He was going crazy with the Greatest Show on Turf and all that stuff. Like, he was a real Rams fan. Wow, I had no idea that we lost Jammin' Johnny. Good dude, bro. Good dude. I never really got to personally know him that well, but we would run into each other in the building all the time. And since I was doing sports, he would talk to me about sports, and he was a huge Rams fan. and all that. And I think I ran into him once in a concert or something, and said hi to him. But wow, that's depressing, Frankie. I had no idea that we lost Jammin' Johnny. Man, good dude. My condolences to his family. Jesus. Wow. That's not good. Big O, a little music trivia. In tribute to Quincy Jones, he produced a lot of artists in different genres. What famous disco singer did he produce? Cerrone? Santa Esmeralda? Well, wait a minute. I think he didn't. Giorgio was the main guy. Did he get to work with Donna Summer? Did he work with Donna Summer? I'm going to go Donna Summer. I'm going to say Quincy Jones worked with Donna Summer on something after. Yeah. I'm going to go Donna Summer. I'll wait for your answer. You got birthdays for wrestlers today, sir? Let's have some birthdays for you. Sorry about that. Forgot to go to the birthdays for the deal. Because I would figure it'd be somebody big. So if it's not Donna Summer, then I could go with Cerrone or Santa Esmeralda, something like that. It ain't going to be Gino Socio or something like that. Yes, sir.
Ryan Nemeth, the brother of Nick Nemeth, turns 40. And Dawn Marie, who I believe will be on NXT tomorrow night, she turns 54. Those are your birthdays for November 5th. Or November 4th, sorry. 2024. I'm a day ahead.
Yeah, you're speeding it up too much there. Chill out, bro. Tomorrow's my doctor's appointment. No, Wednesday. Wednesday, I have my heart appointment. Yay. Looking forward to it. He's gonna freak out.
And yes, NXT is Wednesday. They're going head-to-head with AEW.
Okay.
And Oscar Rojas is the one asking the question, right?
Yes.
He put Donna Summer.
Oh, he did? Okay. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Donna Summer would make sense. I figured it was somebody like that. And I'm going to go, she works hard for the money. How about that? Is it that? Because I don't think he worked with her early because it was Giorgio. So I'm going to say she works hard for the money. Look it up there. Look up Quincy Jones worked with Donna Summer on what song or album? Maybe he did the whole album. I don't know. But I'm going to go works hard for the money. I don't know why. I'm just going to guess that it's the latter part of her career where he teamed up with her and got something done. Brothers Johnson. Ooh, I love Brothers Johnson. Stomp, Strawberry Letter 22. So good. The album named Summer. And what was there a hit in that album? Love is in Control? No, I don't remember that. No hits, huh?
State of Independence, the woman in me.
State. Nah. That's not a real Donna Summer hit. No? Okay, so that's not it. That's not it. Nope. It isn't. That's what it is. It isn't. All right, folks. Appreciate all of you out there, as always, for supporting our show. However it is you support our show, we appreciate it. Please hit the hell out of the like button. We always appreciate that. Remember, you can always make a donation, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That's Cash Big O Show. And you can also make a PayPal donation too. Just search for our name, Orlando Alzigari, and you will see the Crypto Bro Show logo, and then you'll know that that's moi because of the Crypto Bro Show logo. Anyway, thanks to all of you out there. Hit that like button. We thank Sean Stanley. We'll see you tomorrow. Ira Winderman will join us tomorrow. We pushed it back from today for tomorrow. So we'll have Ira tomorrow. We'll have David Furones tomorrow. We'll be in studio tomorrow. We'll be Wednesday at Hialeah Park instead of Thursday because I'm traveling on Thursday. All of that. That's what's set up for this week. See you all tomorrow when we're back in South Florida.